If you're a brand new Town Hall 11, then this video is for you. Because today I'm going to give a complete upgrade guide for Town Hall 11. And this is not just an upgrade guide. I will also give a guide for the laboratory, hero equipment and helper hut, the best ways to spend your magic items, and ultimately I will tell you how long it takes to max out a Town Hall 11. Alright, we are in the priority base, and by the way this one will be linked down in the description. To start off, the first thing I recommend is building all the new buildings that don't take much time to build, such as the wizard tower, archer tower, cannon, tornado trap and walls, because this will make your base already stronger. The next thing I recommend is upgrading the hero hall, because this way you unlock the new hero, the Grand Warden, and you can start upgrading the heroes in your hero hall. And then it's time to upgrade the laboratory, because you want to make sure you can start upgrading everything to Town Hall 11 level. Next we need to go inside the hero hall, because it's already time to upgrade the Grand Warden. Since you need to level him all the way to level 20, I recommend focusing one builder on him permanently, because his support is crucial for any army and you really want to reach level 20 as fast as possible. After that, the next step is to upgrade your barracks, so you can unlock one of the most popular and powerful troops at Town Hall 11, the Electro Dragon, which is great for 3-starring and really easy to use. Anyway, now it's finally time to place the Eco Artillery, because this is one of the strongest defenses in the game and it will make your base a lot stronger once it's placed. Once you have built your Eco Artillery, it's time to upgrade your army camps, because the more army space means a higher chance of 3-starring, and the more 3-stars means the more fun into the game. The next upgrade is the blacksmith, because that way we can start unlocking the rage gem, which is a really strong piece of equipment that we will talk about in more in depth later. Anyways, the next upgrade we are going to do is the clan castle. That way we can get an extra spell slot, so instead of using one free spell, we can start using one rage spell or even 2 free spells. Before I give the next upgrade, I want to talk about a debate we have all heard. Is upgrading heroes even worth it? I would say yes. I know hero potions are really nice, but think about it. You cannot keep using hero potions forever and you really don't want to do all of those upgrades later at Town Hall 18. So I would actually start upgrading them right now and trying to get them to their maximum level. For now, I would suggest investing into the Archer Queen and the Minion Prince, because those are 2 heroes you're going to use a lot. After that, we are going to upgrade the Dark Barracks. This way you can start unlocking one really strong troop, the Ice Golem. Now it's time to move into the defensive side, but before I get into that, I first want to talk about the best way to upgrade your walls. Well, it really depends on what kind of player you are. If you're an active player, I would do it like this. Let's say you have a moment where you're planning to play Clash of Clans for 1 hour. If you have a free builder at that time and you just keep attacking non-stop in order to get as much loot as possible, so you can spend it all on the walls, and after that you can let the builder work on an upgrade. If you do these grind hours a few times, you will easily max out all your walls. But what about the less active players? In that case, I would recommend upgrading walls whenever a builder finishes and you have a lot of loot. Then try to invest some of that loot into the walls, because that will slowly max out all your walls. Now it's time for the defenses, but first it's time to place the new expo, and this allows you to finally copy base layout, which I have a video about that I will link at the end of this video. Next up, I would start upgrading the Eco Artillery, Infernos and Expos to really make the base much stronger. Once that's done, you can start working on the Barbarian King permanently, and do not worry about not having the king, because there are many good strategies that do not require the king. Right now you can also unlock the invisibility spell, but the reason I do it so late is because you don't really use it at this Town Hall level, so upgrading it doesn't give that much value. Anyways, after that you can start upgrading the air defenses, bomb towers and Teslas, then the wizard towers, air sweepers, tornado trap, giant bombs, black mines, spring traps, archer towers, cannons, air bombs, bombs and mortars. Once that's done, you can start upgrading your collectors. The reason I don't prioritize them is because nowadays it's so easy to farm loot, so they are not a priority. However, if you're more a casual player, you might consider upgrading them earlier so you can keep your upgrades going. And lastly, I would upgrade the storages, but like I said, it's easy to get loot nowadays and you don't really need the extra capacity. But now let's get into the laboratory. The first thing and probably the most important is to focus on upgrading your entire army. That way you can start 3-starring. One very easy strategy at Town Hall 11 is Electro Dragons. By the way, I've posted a video about this attack strategy, but this is basically the army you will be using. So what we want to do is start by upgrading our Electro Dragons, then the freeze spells, because we use a lot of freeze spells in our army, and lastly we're gonna upgrade the balloons. So in just 3 upgrades we already have a fully maxed out army. And from this point on I would start working on my second strongest army, the dragons. And this one also only requires 3 upgrades. We need to level up the dragons, the lightning spell and the earthquake spell. After that there's still another strategy I really like, the witch slap. That's why I want to invest in the witches, the bowlers, ice golems, bats, so I have that army ready as well. And for right now it really depends on what you want right now. One strategy that could still be OP is hybrid, so you can start investing in healers, hogs and miners, but for the rest you can basically upgrade anything you want. Now that all the things that take time to upgrade are discussed, I want to talk about the best way to use magic items. Basically I'm going to give you the top 3 best use cases for every magic item. First, the Book of Building. Use it on either the Hero Hall, Laboratory or Barracks. For the Book of Fighting, use it on either Electro Dragon, Balloon or Dragon. For the Book of Spells, the Haste spell, the Freeze spell or the Lightning spell. And lastly, the Book of Heroes. You can use it on the Grand Warden once he is level 10, or you can use it on the Archer Queen. Now I'm inside the Helper Hut because that can really help speed up your progress if you use them in the right way. First of all, it's best to buy the Apprentice Builder after you already have 5 builders, and if you have it, it's tempting to level it up immediately, but don't do it. I would highly recommend focusing on the Laboratory Assistant instead, because the Laboratory is mainly a bottleneck throughout Clash of Clans. Anyways, make sure to always activate the Lab Assistant whenever you can to make as much progress as possible. For the Apprentice Builder, activate it on upgrades you are behind on, such as the heroes. For the Alchemist, to be honest, I would not invest into it, because nowadays it's so easy to farm loot that this one is kinda useless. But now let's move into the Blacksmith, because equipments are very crucial for 3 stars, and basically the best way to upgrade equipment is to focus on the ones you will always use, even at the higher Town Hall levels. For instance, the Eternal Tome is one you will always use. However, a lot of equipment actually has its specific minimum level before it starts becoming useful. If you want to know more about it, check out this video. Anyways, here are some really overpowered equipments I would level right now. Giant Arrow, Dark Orb, Spiky Ball, Action Figure, Fireball, Earthquake Boots and the Henchman Puppet. And I get it if you don't have all those epic equipments, but don't stress about it, it's completely fine. Now the final question, how long does it take to actually max out a Town Hall 11? Now we can see that the structures take around 1 month to max out. However, we need to keep in mind that we also need to use builders for heroes. So we need to add the time it takes to max all the heroes as well. And now it already takes around 2 months. But for the laboratory, it takes even longer. We can see that it takes around 3 months to max out. So clearly the laboratory is a bottleneck, which is why I recommend spending a lot of your raid medals on research potions. Now if you want to get an even better start at Town Hall 11, I recommend checking out this video where I show you the easiest Town Hall 11 attack strategy. And if you also need a strong base, don't forget to check out this video right here.